7 months pregnant at this birthday party. And I began to talk to one of my girlfriends that he did not like. And he confronts me outside. He's like, hey, let's go outside. I want to talk to you. I go outside, and out of nowhere, he just hits me, just punches me in the face. Just these crazy anger outbursts out of nowhere. Then he started accusing me of things, and I just fell to the ground. All I could do was just hold my belly and pray that he wouldn't hurt the baby. I remember I was just in shock. I came home and I had a black eye. I had bruises all over my body. And I started covering up the bruising with makeup. And it was really bad because I would get to school and people would ask me, Andrea, what happened to you? Are you okay? I said, oh, I just fell. I had to lie, you know? And I started covering up for him a lot. And it just became worse and worse. I wasn't getting along with my parents at home, and I moved in with my boyfriend. That was a bad mistake. I moved in with him, and again, because he was like an alcoholic, I was witnessing him just going downhill. There was one particular evening that I put the baby to sleep, and I already had the baby, and I went to sleep myself, and I could hear him come in, and so I would play off like I'm sleeping because I was scared of him. And he comes in and he's messing around with drawers. He's opening up drawers, and then I can watch him, but I'm playing it off, and I'm trying to sleep, you know, playing off like I'm sleeping. And then he grabs a gun. I could see a gun in his hand. And then I started to pray mentally, God, help me. Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. And then he comes over and he shakes me. And he's like, hey, wake up. And he puts the gun on my head. And he puts the gun on my head. He goes, if you ever leave me, I'm gonna kill you. I was in fear. I didn't know what to do. And because he was so drunk, you know, I didn't say anything. I didn't want to start any arguments because he had a gun. I said, I'm gonna die here tonight. And then I just started praying. I went in the other room with my baby. I just started praying. I said, Lord, help me. Get me out of this relationship, or I'm gonna die. Either it's gonna be me or my daughter, or we're both gonna die. God, help me. Get me out of this nightmare, Lord. After that, I decided to leave him for good. I called my parents, said, Mom, Dad, please, I need your help. Please come pick me up. They picked me up, and I put a restraining order on him, and I didn't see him for several months. I cut off all contact with him, and he was not allowed to see the baby as well. Several months went by, and we heard that he was getting his act together, that he went to go seek some help. He was supposedly going to church, and he was going to AA meetings, and he wanted to talk to me. Deep inside, at that time, I didn't know that that was called discernment. Something was telling me, don't talk to him. But I didn't listen to that voice, and I know that that was the Holy Spirit already speaking to me. Even in the little bit of times that I called on God, and I was only calling him when I was in need of help, that I regret so much. He listened, and he was preparing me. And he was like, daughter, don't talk to him. Don't talk to him anymore. But I didn't listen. And so he called me and he said, Andrea, I'd like to see the baby again. I want to see if we can maybe co-parent. Why don't we go out to eat and maybe we could discuss something? I thought about it and I said, all right, you know, he hasn't seen the baby in a few months, so okay. I said, yeah, no problem. He's like, do you think I can pick you up tonight? And I said, yeah, sure. Okay. We'll go out and we'll talk. So he picks me up. Baby stayed home with my parents. And on our way, you know, we're on our way to the restaurant, and I know the way, but he takes a different route. And, you know, I didn't say anything at first, you know, but then all of a sudden we're in a different route where it's just a one-way road and it's pitch dark. And all you could see is just his headlights. And for some reason I began to feel fear. And I said, hey, what way are you taking? He's silent. He doesn't say anything. He said, hey, where are you taking me? I said, "Hey, where are you taking me?" And all of a sudden, he locks the doors. And he goes in this like deserted like field, like a dark, huge field. It's pitch dark. And then I'm scared. I'm trying to open the door, and then he comes over, he grabs me, he just punches me. I'm laid out cold. I'm trying to regain consciousness because I could hear him. And he keeps punching me. All I could remember was that he comes around out of the car. He grabs my body. He takes my body out in the middle of a field, and it's muddy. I can remember it was muddy and it was cold. And then he just lays me right there, and I'm weak. I can't regain my strength. I'm really weak. And then he continues to hit me. All of a sudden, I begin to pray, and I'll never forget Psalm 91 that my father taught my sister and I. When you are in trouble, pray this prayer. And I began to pray it. And then I began to say, God, I do not want to die like this. I do not want to die like this, God. I have my daughter waiting for me at home, Lord. Help me, God. Save me, Lord. Help me. I cannot get up myself, God. Help me. And then all I could see was him getting back into the car, and he's reversing. He's reversing, and I'm trying to regain my strength. And all of a sudden, he's coming towards me. The car is coming towards me. And I said, Jesus, help me. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 3 men come. They grab my body, and they pull me out of the way. I should have been dead that night. But God saved me. The Lord saved me. How can 3 men out of nowhere just be in the middle of a field like that? How? That's God. And I'll never forget. When they dragged my body, the guys, they let me go. They grabbed him. They started punching him. They put him like on a lock, like his hands behind his back, until the cops came. The cops came. They arrested him, and we had several court dates. And I told the judge, I said, Your Honor, if you let this man out of jail, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me or my daughter. I fear for my life. Please, Your Honor, do something. And he looked at me with fear in his eyes, like he believed me. And then I found out that he was going to be deported to his country. He got deported. He served 1 year in jail, and they deported him back to his country.